That brand new car you just drove off the lot? It lost $15,000 before you reached the first traffic light. Not a joke, not an exaggeration. The moment you signed those papers, you entered a financial trap designed to extract maximum money from your bank account while delivering minimum value in return. And the worst part, the brands doing this are not obscure failures. They are mainstream names you see everywhere, names your neighbors drive. Names that spent millions convincing you they represented smart investments. Right now, across America, people are discovering that the vehicles they purchased just 2 or 3 years ago are worth half what they paid. These are not accidents or bad luck stories. These are calculated outcomes from brands that prioritized sales volume over customer value. They flooded markets with inventory, cut quality to boost profits, and left owners holding rapidly depreciating assets that destroy wealth faster than stock market crashes. In this video, I am exposing 6 car brands currently experiencing resale value collapses so severe that owning one means watching your driveway become a financial graveyard. These are new models, current generation vehicles that should be holding value but are instead hemorrhaging equity at rates that should be illegal. Stay until the end because the final brand's depreciation numbers will make you question every car buying decision you have ever made. Number 6. Genesis. Genesis was supposed to be different. Hyundai's luxury division promised German quality at Korean prices with resale values to match premium brands. The marketing showed sleek sedans and sophisticated SUVs. The reviews praised build quality and technology. Buyers believed they were getting luxury deals of the decade. They were getting depreciation disasters instead. The 2020 Genesis GV70, one of their most popular models, originally sold for around $48,000. Today, that same vehicle struggles to fetch $28,000 in clean condition. That is $20,000 gone in just 2 years, $10,000 per year. Over $800 monthly just evaporating while you make loan payments on top of that. But the GV70 is not alone. The G80 sedan loses nearly 50% of its value within 3 years. The GV80 SUV, positioned as their flagship, depreciates faster than mainstream Toyota Highlanders despite costing $20,000 more when new. Owners who believed they were buying into luxury are discovering they bought into financial quicksand. What makes this particularly devastating is the lease trap. Genesis wrote aggressive leases with residual projections assuming the brand would hold luxury-level values. The root problem is badge perception. Genesis vehicles offer genuinely competitive features, technology, and quality. But the market refuses to assign luxury depreciation curves to a brand most buyers still associate with Hyundai. This creates a brutal gap where you pay luxury prices when buying but receive mainstream values when selling. The dealer network limitations compound these problems. Many regions have limited Genesis representation, making service accessibility a concern for potential used buyers. This scarcity should create exclusivity, but instead creates hesitation. Buyers question long-term ownership viability when service requires traveling significant distances. Current Genesis owners are trapped. Selling means accepting losses that wipe out years of equity building. Trading requires coming up with thousands in cash to cover negative equity. And holding means watching values continue declining as newer models receive deeper discounts that further undermine used prices. The depreciation death spiral feeds itself. Weak resale makes Genesis less attractive to new buyers, forcing dealers to offer larger incentives. Those incentives immediately impact used values, punishing current owners while failing to generate sustainable demand. Genesis promised luxury for less. They delivered less luxury and catastrophic resale instead. Number 5. Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo returned to America with promises of Italian passion and exotic styling at accessible prices. The Giulia and Stelvio received rave reviews from automotive press. Enthusiasts celebrated the brand's comeback. Buyers rushed to dealerships believing they were getting European sports cars without the European price tags. What they actually got were European depreciation nightmares with American consequences. A 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia that sold for $45,000 now trades for approximately $22,000. That is a $23,000 loss in just 2 years. Over $11,500 annually. Nearly $1,000 every single month just gone. And we are talking about their core sedan, not some limited production exotic. The Stelvio SUV performs marginally better in percentage terms, but still devastates owner equity. 3-year-old examples retain only 42% of original value compared to 58% for competing German crossovers. You pay for Italian exotics and receive depreciation worse than mainstream Korean brands. Behind these numbers lies a reliability nightmare that has destroyed Alfa Romeo's value proposition completely. Electrical gremlins plague vehicles across the lineup. Transmission issues send owners back to dealers repeatedly. Engine problems manifest in ways that would embarrass brands half Alfa's age. Consumer Reports ranks Alfa Romeo at the bottom of reliability surveys and the market prices that risk into every resale transaction. Then add the dealer network crisis. Many regions have just one or two Alfa Romeo service centers, meaning owners must travel significant distances for warranty work. This accessibility problem makes used Alfas even less desirable. Buyers research service locations before purchasing, discover the limitations, and shop elsewhere or demand steep discounts. Current Alfa Romeo owners face impossible mathematics. Their vehicles lose value so fast that selling means accepting catastrophic losses. By holding longer risks, even worse depreciation, as the brand struggles with quality perception and strategic direction. The tragedy is that many Alfa Romeo buyers genuinely love their vehicles. Number 4. Lincoln. This perception gap means younger, affluent buyers never include Lincoln in their consideration set, limiting used car demand to aging buyers with nostalgia rather than rational purchasing criteria. Then add the Ford parts reality that undermines luxury positioning. Many Lincoln components are shared with mainstream Ford models. Buyers research this, discover the platform sharing, and question why they should pay luxury premiums for vehicles built on Explorer bones. This knowledge translates directly into weaker resale values. The technology lag compounds these problems. While German competitors push cutting-edge driver assistance and infotainment systems, Lincoln's offerings feel a generation behind. Buyers shopping used luxury vehicles prioritize technology, discover Lincoln's limitations, and either shop elsewhere or demand steep discounts. Current Lincoln owners face financial realities that brand marketing never mentioned. Many owe more on their loans than vehicles are worth, creating negative equity traps that prevent trading or upgrading. This underwater situation can last for years, forcing owners to continue making payments on rapidly depreciating assets. Lease mathematics reveal how badly Lincoln miscalculated market positioning. Residual projections assumed the brand would maintain luxury depreciation curves comparable to Cadillac. Those projections failed spectacularly. Lessees now discover buyout prices exceeding market value by $8,000 to $11,000, forcing impossible financial choices. Number 3. Cadillac. Cadillac represents American automotive prestige spanning over a century. They pioneered luxury features, defined style for generations, and commanded respect globally. The brand's modern renaissance promised to reclaim that glory with bold designs and technology. The Escalade remains an icon. Buyers believed Cadillac had finally matched German standards. The resale market is destroying that belief with mathematical brutality. A 2020 to Cadillac XT6, their 3-year-old luxury crossover. The CT5 sedan performs marginally better but still devastates owner equity. 3-year examples retain roughly 45% of original value compared to 58% for the BMW 3 Series and 62% for the Lexuses. You pay for American luxury and receive depreciation worse than mainstream Chevrolet sedans. What makes Cadillac's depreciation particularly painful is how it punishes exactly the buyers the brand needs. Younger affluent buyers who might consider Cadillac research resale values, discover the catastrophic depreciation, and choose German or Japanese alternatives with proven value retention. This creates a demographic death spiral where the brand cannot attract new buyers. Behind these numbers lies General Motors' confusing electrification strategy. Cadillac announced bold plans to go all-electric, then delayed models, then changed timelines repeatedly. This strategic chaos creates uncertainty that manifests as plummeting resale values. Buyers question whether current gas-powered Cadillacs will become obsolete within years. The quality perception gap compounds depreciation damage. Despite objective improvements in build quality, Cadillac still suffers from reliability scores below German competitors. Consumer Reports and J.D. Power consistently rank Cadillac in the middle tier for dependability. Luxury buyers notice these rankings and avoid the brand or demand compensatory discounts. Current Cadillac owners face brutal financial mathematics. Selling means accepting losses that eliminate years of equity building. Trading requires coming up with thousands to cover negative equity gaps. Holding means watching values decline further as newer models receive aggressive incentives. Leaseholders discover particularly devastating realities. Cadillac wrote leases with residual projections assuming luxury depreciation comparable to Mercedes. Those projections were wildly optimistic. Many lessees now face buyout prices exceeding actual market value by $9,000 to $13,000, forcing them to absorb thousands in losses or walk away with nothing gained. Number 2. Jeep built its reputation on rugged capability and go-anywhere freedom. For decades, Wrangler and Grand Cherokee represented American adventure and reliability. The brand commanded premium prices based on heritage and capability. Recent launches like the Wagoneer and Grand Cherokee L promised to extend that success into luxury territory. Instead, they extended depreciation disasters into owner driveways. A 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, Their new three-row SUV, positioned as a premium family hauler, sold for around $52,000. Today, that vehicle struggles to fetch $27,000 in typical condition. That is $25,000 evaporated in 2 years. Over $12,500 annually. More than $1,000 every single month just gone while you continue servicing the loan. The Wrangler, once known for holding value better than any SUV in America, now loses 48% in 3 years. You pay $50,000 for a Rubicon and it is worth $26,000 before the loan is even half paid. The brand that represented smart resale value now delivers depreciation nightmares. What destroyed Jeep's legendary value retention? Start with reliability catastrophes that plague recent models. Electrical problems shut down vehicles randomly. Transmission issues send Jeeps back to dealers repeatedly. Engine failures manifest in ways that would destroy lesser brands completely. Consumer Reports now ranks Jeep at the bottom of reliability surveys. Then at parent company Stellantis's confusing product strategy. Jeep launched multiple overlapping models with unclear positioning. The Grand Cherokee L, and Wagoneer compete against each other for the same buyers, creating internal cannibalization that weakens all their values. Buyers shopping used Jeeps see this confusion and question whether they are purchasing the right model. The quality control collapse compounds these problems. Paint defects, interior squeaks, and fit and finish issues that would embarrass budget brands plague expensive Grand Cherokee L models. Buyers pay luxury prices and receive quality that barely meets mainstream standards. This gap between price and execution destroys confidence and hammers resale values. Current Jeep owners who purchased based on historical value retention face financial devastation. They believed Wranglers and Grand Cherokees would protect their investment like previous generations. Instead, they are trapped in rapidly depreciating vehicles that lose value faster than mainstream crossovers, costing half as much. Lease mathematics reveal how badly Jeep miscalculated recent model desirability. Residual projections assumed that new models would hold values like previous generations. Those projections failed spectacularly. Lessees now face buyout prices exceeding market value by $7,000 to $11,000, forcing them to absorb massive losses. Number 1. Tesla. This is where car enthusiasts lose their minds. Tesla revolutionized the automotive industry, forced competitors toward electrification, and created vehicles that redefined performance and technology. The Model 3 became the best-selling luxury sedan in America. The Model Y dominated crossover sales globally. Buyers believed they were purchasing the future of transportation. They purchased the fastest depreciating luxury vehicles in modern automotive history instead. A 2020 Tesla Model Y long range that sold for $58,000 now trades for approximately $28,000. That is $30,000 lost in just 2 years. $15,000 per year, $1,250 every single month just evaporating from your driveway. And we are talking about Tesla's best-selling model. The Model 3 performs equally catastrophically. 3-year-old examples retain only 42% of original value, worse than mainstream Honda Civics despite costing twice as much when new. You pay luxury electric prices and receive depreciation that destroys wealth at rates previously reserved for exotic Italian sports cars. What created Tesla's resale apocalypse? Start with Elon Musk's chaotic pricing strategy that destroyed residual values overnight. Tesla slashed new vehicle prices by $15,000 to $20,000 multiple times in recent years. Those price cuts instantly devastated existing owners by making their vehicles worth thousands less overnight. Your equity just disappeared because the CEO decided to boost quarterly sales numbers. Then add the used car market flood. Tesla produced vehicles faster than sustainable demand could absorb, creating massive inventory that had to be discounted. Those discounted new vehicles immediately undercut used car values. Why pay $32,000 for a 2-year-old Model Y when Tesla sells new ones for $36,000 after incentives? The technology obsolescence compounds depreciation damage. Tesla updates software and hardware features continuously, making older vehicles feel outdated within months. A 2020 Model Y lacks the features Tesla added to 2020 for models, creating a technology gap that buyers price into resale transactions. You bought cutting-edge technology that became obsolete before the loan reached halfway. Build quality problems destroy confidence further. Panel gaps, paint defects, interior squeaks, and fit and finish issues plague vehicles costing $50,000 or more. Buyers shopping used Teslas discover these quality problems, question the brand's premium positioning, and demand steep discounts. Current Tesla owners face financial catastrophes they never anticipated. Many financed $55,000 to $65,000 Teslas, assuming strong resale values. Leaseholders got destroyed even worse. Tesla structured early leases with aggressive residual projections, assuming electric vehicle demand would remain strong. Lessees now face buyout prices exceeding actual market value by $10,000 to $15,000. Many choose to walk away from 3 years of payments with absolutely nothing gained. So there you have it, 6 brands where resale values are not just declining. They are collapsing in ways that trap owners in financial catastrophes. From Genesis's luxury illusion to Tesla's pricing chaos, these brands share a common thread. They sold dreams and delivered depreciation disasters. They promised value retention and delivered equity destruction. They marketed to buyers who could least afford losses and then destroyed their financial positions through combinations of quality failures, strategic confusion, and market manipulation. The lesson is not that all cars depreciate. We know they do. The lesson is that these 6 brands depreciate so catastrophically that purchasing one fundamentally damages your financial future. These are not investments. These are not neutral transactions. These are wealth destruction machines disguised as modern transportation. Before you buy your next vehicle, research 3-year retention rates for the exact model you want. Calculate real dollar losses, not percentages. Understand that the difference between a vehicle that retains 60% of value and one that retains 40% is not just math. It is the difference between building equity and watching it disappear. Which brand shocked you most? Let me know in the comments. And if this opened your eyes to the resale value collapse happening right now, hit that like button and subscribe. Because understanding depreciation could save you from the most expensive financial mistake you will ever make.